When will The Last of Us Part II come out? From various articles, to YouTube videos, to comments. Anywhere you look, people seem to believe the answer to this question is 2019. Let's take a look whether the game really is that likely to be released this year. Meet Bill. Bill is like these people, except he's not real. When you ask him if the game will be out by the end of the year, he'll say it will. And when you ask Bill for proof, he might say the 2019 release was confirmed by Sony on their YouTube channel. This rumor is based on the description of this video, uploaded by a channel called PlayStation Music. First off, the channel might not be official. If it were, why would the 2019 description still be live today, months after games media first noticed it, and why wouldn't the account have a verification checkmark? Regardless, even if it is run by Sony, it'd be naive to think the 2019 date is anything more than a placeholder. This description just doesn't prove anything. Okay, but it was also confirmed for 2019 during the Game Awards. What that is about is a re-release of the Stanley Parable. Back in 2013, when the PC game first came out, it got deservedly nominated for numerous awards. However, the title that ended up winning most of them was The Last of Us. In this Game Awards 2018 trailer, the Stanley Parable devs make fun of this fact. This is how the video started.
Don't you remember all those awards we were nominated for?
And this year's winner for Best Narrative is The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. The Last of Us.
Yes, it was thrilling to be so unanimously recognized by our peers.
And it ended with this.
What do you mean The Last of Us 2 is also coming out next year?
The claim that The Last of Us Part II release date was confirmed at the Game Awards is only based on that one sentence from that trailer. And I think it's clearly just a joke. After all, why would a developer who hasn't even put out any game for any PlayStation platform yet know an unannounced release window for the most anticipated PS4 exclusive? It doesn't make any sense. Additionally, you may have heard that Bruce Straley, co-director of the original Last of Us, is now working with the Stanley Parable team, and that is what makes this legit. A small, tiny problem is that that is a lie. It's completely made up. Straley is not working with them, and he never has. The only thing the Game Awards told us concerning the release date of Part 2 is that there's still no release date for Part 2. But 2019 was confirmed by the game's composer, Gustavo Santaolalla, as well. No, Bill, it was not. What he said, and this took place 2 years ago, is that his estimation was that the game would be out in 2019. Firstly, 2 years is an incredibly long time in game development. The plans could have changed many times since then, and they likely have. More importantly though, it was just his personal guess, and an estimation is not evidence, period. So there is no proof that The Last of Us Part II is coming out in 2019 whatsoever. But it's like common sense, right? The game was announced over 2 years ago, so it must be around the corner. It is not common sense, Bill. There are many reasons to believe that 2020 will actually be the year. For one thing, Sony has been more or less silent about the game for months now. The last time we really got any significant news about Part 2 was during E3 2018. If it was coming out anytime soon, why wouldn't Sony show it at, say, the Game Awards? Furthermore, we haven't seen that much of the game yet. There's only one gameplay so far. And for comparison, before Uncharted 4, Naughty Dog's last major release came out, they had put out not one, but 4 extensive gameplay videos. Anyway, the sequel to The Last of Us will be one of the last AAA exclusives for the PS4, and so will Days Gone, also a post-apocalyptic, zombie kind of game coming out in late April 2019. These two titles will not come out close to each other. If they did, The Last of Us would eat Days Gone just like Nathan is eating this apple here. So I guess that really means that an early 2019 date for The Last of Us Part II is out of the question then, but it could still come out in autumn, couldn't it? Well, Bill, could you please name your favorite PS4 exclusives? Sure, God of War, Gran Turismo Sport, Horizon, Until Dawn, Spider-Man, The Lost Guardian, Infamous... Thanks, Bill. You see, the majority of big PS4 exclusives, including all of Bill's favorites, were at least once delayed. And Naughty Dog games are no exception. Uncharted 4 was pushed back 4 times. The original Last of Us for the PS3 also didn't come out when it was supposed to. Thus, even if a 2019 date got announced, which is doubtful for the mentioned reasons, it would not mean that the game would for a fact come out this year. Because Sony is silent about the game and we haven't seen much of it yet, because Days Gone is coming out in April, and because basically all big exclusives are hit with at least one delay, a 2019 release date may be nothing more than just wishful thinking. Yes, the game has been announced for more than 2 years, but making a worthy sequel to The Last of Us, one of the best games of all time, means crafting a true masterpiece, which takes a while. Well, it's now obvious that 2020 will be the year of the PS5. Why would Sony release The Last of Us Part II in the same year? It's a PS4 game. Bill, 2013 was the year of the PS4. And 2013 was the year of The Last of Us for the PS3. And this has been GameGround. See you around.